Founders Fund partner Brian Singerman joins us now. Brian, good morning, and thank you for being with us.
Morning. Great to be here.
Now, I know that this has been a long-term story for you and the partners over at Founders Fund, but I can't help but start with this indicated price, which, like DoorDash yesterday, we have seen climb this morning. Have you seen anything like this as a VC in terms of how hot this IPO market is? And does it make you get a little nervous about the valuations?
Well, I mean, one could always ask whether valuations are too high, but one could also say, like, maybe the market for the TAM for tech companies is just much larger than we originally thought. And I don't try and predict the future on the public market, so I don't know what's going to happen. But I do know that Airbnb is a fantastic company, always has been, always will be, and that's why we were proud to be investors there.
Right, and you guys became investors way back in 2011. I believe it was the Series B round. It's been, as I keep saying, it's been private for a long time for a unicorn. What did you see back then? What do you think Airbnb could be worth, 10 years from now?
Again, I'm not going to put any price targets on Airbnb. I will say that there were a lot of things that attracted us to the Airbnb investments in the early days. One was it was definitely at the starts of showing a huge international network effect, which is rarely ever seen. B, the brand was already becoming huge. People were saying, oh, I'm going to stay in an Airbnb. I'm going to get this Airbnb and do this. When you start to see, company names used as a noun, used as a verb, right, you're at the starts of something pretty big. And we had started to see that. And so we decided to make a large investment there.
Brian, good morning. It's John Fort. So for me, watching Airbnb for a long time, this year in particular, recast their story. There's this element of sobriety that entered into it because you saw this company knocked off its perch in a major way, and you're seeing it climb back again. You're also seeing, I think, this different look, probably from cities and a lot of places, at the importance of tourism, and perhaps in this kind of a product as part of that. How do you look at those things as an investor?
Yeah, John, I thought that was a great point that was made. I mean, Airbnb, cities can't rely on just hotels anymore. And that's the thing. I think what you were seeing from the public markets is Airbnb being valued as relative to the hotels, right? And relative to the hotels, even though from an absolute perspective during the pandemic, things are going to be down, from a relative perspective for the future, Airbnb looks great compared to hotels and compared to many other forms of lodging. And I think that's why you're seeing a lot of the excitement in the market.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.